Hello everybody and welcome to Sin City Living. My name is Jason. I'll be bringing you today's episode. Now, most of the updates and things for the channel we're putting at the end of each video so that people can skip right through it, skip right to it and hear about it, or just not watch that portion at all. But a couple things that I do want to bring up real fast, doing a couple of small changes to what we're doing here. Kind of going back to the roots, going back to the basics. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the strategies. And please email us any strategies you would like us to shoot videos on, even if it's ones we've already done in the past, over the past year and a half. I can't go through all of our videos and dredge up all of the strategies so I can remember them all. So please, please, please email them to us. And this is how I'm going to do it. Each one is going to be a series of videos. I'm going to do the initial video where I will present the strategy, go over it, analyze it, talk a little bit about the strategy, some of its strengths, some of its weaknesses. And then I will shoot another video or a series of videos. It's going to be 2 or 3 videos of how it stacks up on the statistical likelihood rolls. 15 rolls without a 7, 30 rolls without a 7, 45, and 60. How it would stack up on basically 10 minute to hour and a half long rolls. And that will be split up into 2, sometimes maybe 3 videos, depending on how long it takes. And then after that, I will shoot another video where we will do that particular strategy under some live rolls. Now, the live roll strategies, the live roll videos, those are going to be going on the patron site for our patrons. But the other 3 to 4 videos will be on our regular YouTube channel. After that, I'm going to stitch all of them together, except for the live roll, but I'll stitch all the rest of them together into one long video for our daily premiere, where everyone is able to chat with each other and amongst themselves. Hasn't quite gone the way I was hoping it would go, but one unexpected bonus to it is that I have noticed that there's been a lot of chat going on between the fans. So I'd like to continue that, keep that going. So we'll continue doing these premiere videos so that everybody can chat with each other. And I go through the chats and get ideas for videos and stuff like that, because while I'm doing these strategy series, I'm still going to have the other videos in between, plus crossfires and stuff like that when I can get Louie. Thank you, by the way, to West and I believe it was East Coast Craps for the support on today's premiere. We really, really appreciate that. It's going to be very helpful for us to continue growing the channel. And thank you also to everybody for the coffees. Very appreciated. Very, very appreciated. I am living on coffee right now. With all of that being said, sorry for how long it took. We're going to go ahead and jump into today's video. All right, everybody, welcome back. This is the next in our Back to the Basics series, where we'll shoot the 3 videos, well 4 technically, where we go over, do an overview of a strategy, talk about the strengths, the weaknesses, how and why some people play it. Then the second video will be how it performs on the okay to good rolls, the 15 to 30 rolls without a 7, basically 12-minute rolls to 40 minutes. And then third video will be how it performs on truly, truly exceptional rolls. Those are 45 minutes to an hour and a half or more. And then we will have a final video for our Tier 2 and above patrons, which is the strategy under live rolls. And I got to tell you, the mid-press strategy live roll video turned out really well. Got both some really good rolls and some really bad rolls, so it turned out fantastic. And if you're one of our Tier 1 patrons, don't worry, we're still going to be posting videos throughout the month for you guys as well. And yeah, thank you very much, by the way, for the coffees. We really, really, really appreciate it. And those super chats on these live, or not lives, these premiere videos, which, by the way, when we finish each Back to the Basics series, we're going to stitch them all together, except for the live roll video, and put that up as one of the premiere videos. So it'll be the entire 3 video string, and we'll probably do it back to back or back to back to back to make it long enough, because I've noticed that you guys are getting together on there and chatting every so often. So So I like to keep that going. It's like a little private chat room for our fans. And I overview every single chat. So if you have any suggestions or ideas, things that you would like to see us film, just put them in there. And sorry for rambling on so much. Let's get to the strategy. So this one is one of those hedge strategies. And so I was looking at which of the hedge type strategies we could do for this particular series or type of series. And a lot of the hedge strategies that are dependent upon what the point may be is very, very difficult to do the statistical likelihood analysis, because the point could be, could change on you. But this one in particular does not care what the point is. This was I'm not going to call it a popular strategy because the mid-press is the most popular, but it's one that I've seen a number of times. I probably see a strategy like this maybe once a month, once every other month. And the way it works is I'm going to get rid of the puck. Puck doesn't matter because they bet every point. They may do a pass line bet instead of doing a place bet, but otherwise they'll just do the place bet. So this one takes a slightly larger bankroll, but their idea is that they are hedged so they don't have as much at risk. What they do is they do a 205, no 10, or no 4. What do I have it on my notes? I have it as a no 4. So we'll do it on the 4. So 205 in action there. And then after that, we're going to look as if we are on a $15 minimum bet table. You can, of course, do it on we're looking at this as a, $15 minimum bet table. You can, of course, do this on a $10 minimum bet table. All you would do is you would drop your direct lay down to 100, 110, maybe 110, because then they're going to do 81 across. If you're on a $10 minimum bet table, you would do 54, so $110 no 4, which is probably going to be either $5 or $6 vig, would be a sufficient hedge. And the reason they do this is they've got $81 in action, or $81 on the place bets. The player figures if there's a 0.7 out, that they will get paid 100 here, which pays for their 81 plus their $5 vig, their $86. Basically, it evens them out. They make a small bit of profit, but the idea is that it evens them out. Outside of that, they're hoping that they hit place points, place numbers. And they usually do either a collect and press or a mid-press type of strategy. I'm going to do this as if it were a mid-press type of strategy when I'm doing the evaluations of its performance. Now, the downsides to this strategy, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I've seen this strategy quite a few times, and unless it's a quick hit, if you come in and play a strategy like this for, say, 30 minutes, you stand a pretty good shot of making some money. Just depends how lucky you get or unlucky you get if a 4 were to roll. But if this is played over a long period of time, I don't recall having seen a player walk away with money. Because the danger point in this particular strategy is the 4 rolling. If the 4 rolls, you lose $205, $205. It takes a lot of place numbers hitting with the mid-press strategy, a lot, just to make back that $200 that you lost, that 205. So the worst case scenario, the nightmare scenario, is the down behind the 4. And when people play this for a long period of time, what's going to happen to them at some point is they're going to get 2, 3 back-to-back down behinds and lose their $200. But if you play it in the short term, it definitely has a shot of winning and making some money. And that is the overall method to the strategy. Now, like I said, people with this, they will either do a same bet, which is a really bad idea, as we've covered in other videos, or a mid-press strategy. Some players will do a collect and press. They'll collect the first time, and then they press it up or do a mid-press. Just because you collect the first time doesn't mean the next time you have to do a full press and we're doing a collective press. You can do a mid-press strategy after collecting. That's perfectly fine. And some players will even start to regress with their bet. Maybe not up here, But at a certain point, if they have collected, and players that play this strategy, they usually keep track of what they are making per shooter. And if they have collected enough to cover this, if they are in the green, if they've collected over $81 or over 96, they will take this down, get their 205 back, and do a $15 4 as a place bet, and then just continue going from there. Another thing that some players do with a strategy like this is they will do mid presses until there's a winner point, and hopefully not a 4, but a winner point, and then when the puck comes off, they will regress their bets down to the table minimum, which in this case would be the 81 plus their no 4. And if they're in the black after regressing down, they may take their direct lay down, or they may take their place bets down. I see players do either one. It can go either direction. Entirely up to you how you want to do it, but it works. And you could even use this and do a press one unit kind of thing. This press one unit, as we've shown in the past, is a surprisingly strong strategy. So yeah, that is the overview of this particular strategy, and the next video will be how it actually performs on decent to good rolls. So thank you everybody for watching. We appreciate every single one of you guys, and we'll catch you next time. Bye now. Thank you everybody for watching today's video, and as promised, a little bit more detail on things that we are working on. So again, we want to continue trying to expand the channel. We're really hoping to be able to add roulette as soon as possible, and then some video keno, video slots, stuff along those lines. Unfortunately, it ate up almost all of our cash, paying off all of our bills during the month of January while we were down. And now that the holidays have ended, YouTube's payouts have dropped significantly. So we're kind of treading water here as far as all that goes. Do have a lot of things we want to add, though. Not just those things, those additional games, and hopefully some carnival games and such like that, but the live streams. The biggest problem right now with the live streams is with 3 jobs combined between the 2 of us, 4 if I include the 20 to 30 hours a week I'm putting into the YouTube channel. It's very, very difficult for me to have a day and time that I can commit to doing the live stream every single week, because we also have our very young child to take care of. But I'm trying to figure that out. I'm thinking it's probably going to end up being on Monday nights or Tuesday afternoons, or possibly both. I intend to do at least one live stream exclusively for our patrons, and then another one on the YouTube channel. So possibly both days. We also have a few other things that we really want to attempt to move forward on. I'm just running into either time or skill set issues. I do want to eventually have a website going for us. I did used to program websites over a decade ago. A lot of things have changed, and I just don't have that time. And not a whole lot of knowledge on the current state of building websites, hosting what sites can host, and how to build up the e-commerce stuff. So if anybody has any skill sets along those lines and would like to answer some questions or just help us out, shoot us an email, sincitylivingLV@gmail.com. Also, I really hope to be able to start adding some exclusive stuff from Sin City Living, logoed shirts, hats. I'm looking to get custom dice made, even custom layouts made, although those would be pretty expensive. But I know zero about e-commerce and drop shipping and anything along those lines. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area, please email me. I would love to ask you some questions and see if you can answer a few to help me figure out how to get that going. Same thing with designing our logos. I had some logos designed, very, very small logos, unfortunately, not big enough to blow up to put on T-shirts and stuff like that. And again, I know I know nothing about logo design, graphic design, any kind of websites that could do it. I literally know nothing. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area also, please email me, and you're willing to answer some questions, please email me and let me know. I'll admit I don't even know where to start as far as asking some questions, but I'm sure I'll ask a few, and that'll trigger a few more, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's that, and of course we do hope to continue to improve our AV setup, but I am an AV moron, so also right there, if you have any skill sets or knowledge in that area, please email me, and are willing to answer some questions. Please email me and let me know. We would love to help. Otherwise, again, thank you everybody for watching, and we're very excited to continue bringing you our videos. Bye now.